Hi everyone, welcome back to the Draw Review. And Newcastle United drew 1-1 with Paris Saint-Germain last night. Now, before the game, I would have snapped your hands off for a draw to give us a chance of getting a place in the round of 16 or at least a Europa League place going into the final round of games. Because I had a bad feeling that, we were going to lose our game, AC Milan win their game, and that would mean would be finished guaranteed fourth place going into the game against AC Milan in 2 weeks' time. But it's I cannot believe I am gutted with a draw in this game. But looking at our starting 11, it was the same side as the Chelsea game, as we expected, with all the injuries we've got right now. We've heard more positive things about Harvey Barnes because we thought he'd be out till New Year, but he might be back quite soon. And funny enough, I actually saw Sean and Matty Longstaff at the club I was watching last night, and I think Sean was saying his injury was getting better. But we were limited for subs. It's just UEFA, they're pretty strict with the squad rules. I mean, that's why we had to. That's why I was in favour of giving Paul Dummett a contract in the summer. That's why we've had to leave out, Richie, Gillespie, Kraft, Manquillo. So it was just Hall, Dummett, Dubravka, Karius, and a few young lads on the bench. But getting into the game, PSG had some chances early on. I think that Fabian Ruiz had a shot over the bar after Dembele put the cross in. Hakimi put a good ball in. The thing is with the Hakimi, he's a bit like Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know Trent's been playing more midfield for England and he's done better there, but at right back, good going forward, but really suspect defensively. But it was a good ball from Hakimi and Mbappe. Lovely save from Nick Pope. We had a chance ourselves. I think it was Gordon who put the ball into Isak. Isak just didn't catch it very well, and he put it wide. But then a strike of his quality, you think he's got to do better than that. However, the goal came for us. Livramento, what a run this is. A Lionel Messi-esque run from him. From left back as well, by the way. I know he's not really a right back, but wow, what a run from him. You think at some point he's going to lose the ball, but he didn't. He gave it to Almiron. Almiron, good effort from him. Saved by Donnarumma, and then Isak put in the rebound. What a moment that was. Take the lead in the Parc des Princes. That's our first away goal in the Champions League. The competition proper since the Bayer Leverkusen game. Not the Bayer Leverkusen game. Shearer's brace against Inter Milan in the San Siro all them years ago. Because I do remember the first game against PSG, the first goal was scored. Isak had the shot saved by Donnarumma before Almiron put the rebound in. Other way around, really, now. But what a moment that was. PSG had some chances, plenty of chances for half time. Things that Dembele had an effort that Pope saved well. Defensively, what we were doing, standing off them. But the thing is, what I've learned from playing football is, if you try to swing your legs, then the player's got more chance of getting past you. But, decision making, ideally these players might want to, just get past our lads, and they did that on some occasions, but then, sometimes the way we defended meant they had to go make passes elsewhere. So, but yeah, we went to half-time 1-0 up. Isak could have had a second. He's on the attack. He just took too long in the ball. He tried to backheel it down. Unfortunately, we didn't even get the shot off. But PSG, they brought on that Bacola lad. And he had a brilliant chance. Mbappe cross into him. It was saved by Pope. Even after he made the save, I'm expecting the ball to end up in the net, but somehow it didn't. And Nick Pope, yes, we'll criticise his kicking, but what a shot stopper he is. And, PSG, they just had so much possession, but they had 31 shots, but only 7 of them were on target. They were pretty wasteful with the chances. Dembele had a good chance, was it 81st minute that he should have done better with? Like, it was an absolute sitter from him, but then you could credit Lascelles for putting him off. Because even if PSG were getting shots in, our defending was somewhat, putting them off. But then the moment the controversy came, I think it was Dembele tried to put the cross in. PSG appealed for a penalty. I think they had a couple of 2 or 3 VAR checks before this, penalty checks by VAR, but they came to nothing. The player got booked for, I think, something he said to the ref. One of their players got booked. And, I'm thinking, right, but I'm thinking, are they not going to get the penalty now? They're just going to continue with the game. Unfortunately, though, he got sent to the screen. You had a look at it, but I just didn't see how you could give that penalty. He hit his chest, and it went onto his arm, but it hits his chest first. I remember back to the Arsenal game, VAR took a penalty off us because the ball hit while the Arsenal player did it hit his head before his hand. And they chalked that one off, yet they've given this one ridiculous. But I've read that PSG chairman, he is on the board of UEFA, so that's probably had something to do with it. But Mbappe stepped up, and it was a brilliant penalty, to be fair to him. Pope had no chance, as good as he was in the game. And it just finished 1-1. It just says, I just can't believe, as I said, we're all frustrated. We went to the Parc des Princes and gotten a draw. Like, we're frustrated that we haven't won the game. But, PSG, all that possession, all those chances, for the quality they've got, very wasteful. But, I'm proud of our lads for, what we did. And, we've got ourselves still a chance of going through into the next round, going into the final round of games. If we look at the group table now, Borussia Dortmund beat AC Milan 3-1. So if we'd lost the game, we'd still have a chance of getting a Europa League spot. But Dortmund are through to the next round. I mean, this is, by the way, the team that people were saying would finish bottom of the group, but now they've won 3 games in a row that turned things around, because you thought after drew with Milan in their first home game, you thought, they're not going to get through, but they beat us twice. Now they've won the San Siro, won 3-1. And so hopefully they'll do us a favour by getting a result against PSG. We have to win against AC Milan if we want to get through. If we draw, we're going to the Europa League. If we win, then we'll get through unless PSG win, because we have head-to-head advantage over them. PSG have lost their 2 away games so far, but you never know what could happen in Dortmund. Dortmund are through, so they might not be so bothered about the game. Might put fringe players out. That being said, if PSG beat them, PSG top the group on the head-to-head, because they've already beaten Dortmund once this campaign. So, but you know what? Just against Milan, I'm confident we'll get a result. And but if we have to go into the Europa League, then it's still more European football to look forward to. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be pretty funny if Mbappe had to play in the Europa League. But, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel, check out my social media pages in the description below. Let me know what you thought of the game, the penalty incident. I think, well, most people saying the same thing, not a penalty. I've seen fans from other English clubs who, they've been wanting us to fail in Europe, but they're saying not a penalty. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you later.